All right, y'all. So I want to talk to y'all about how to get an 800 credit score. And I have the credence to talk about it because number one, I have an 800 credit score. 100% payments on time is the number one step. And that's one of the major things that got me there at the age of 20. 100% payments on time is imperative in order to get to that 800 credit score. But if you don't have 100% right now, it's okay. You could clean face and fix things within due time. All right, so I'm gonna give y'all a few tips with how to increase your credit score, or if you do have a decent credit score, how to get that credit score to a 800. All right, so my first step would be stay down till you come up. Stay down till you come up. Stay out of the malls. Stay out of any shopping areas where you feel you might get a certain itch to buy something. Anywhere where you feel like you might get a certain itch to buy something. Anywhere where you have vices at, try to avoid those areas for the time being until you get your credit score to where you would like to have it. All right. Number two, cut back on eating out so much. This is one thing that I learned after a while that was killing my pockets was I was eating out a lot. Every day on lunch breaks, I would eat out Chick-fil-A. I would go and get a gyro. I would go to Touchdown Wings. I would go to American Deli. Every time that I went to these restaurants, I would spend at least $10 to $15 every time. So if you add that up, and sometimes I would go more than once, but I'm going to just say I went once, or I'm going to just say you all go once. Number one, you already have to grocery shop for your home. That's out the window. I'm going to just say minimum you spending is $200, right? Now you add in the $10, 5 days out the week, I'm going to say. We all work 40 hours, so I'm going to say 5 days out the week, you spending $10. That's $50 out the week. That's $200 out the month. That could be $200 that you are putting towards any debts that you have or any credit card amount that you have to wipe it all out, or either cut it down more and more and more. Once again, it's a compound. Those $200 will add up. And after 3 months, that could have been $600. After 5 months, that could have been $1,000 to cut down $1,000 worth of your debt, whether it's student loans, credit cards, card notes, anything. All right. So let's cut back on eating out so much, and let's cook more, because that's going to save a lot of money. I know a lot of people say buying food for the house is more expensive. No, the hell it ain't. Number one, you could buy food. Yes, it will be expensive up front, but in the long run, it's a delayed gratification type of way to go about it, because number one, you could cook a meal and that meal could last you for 3 days. So instead of spending 10, 10, 10, you could have probably spent the same thing that you spent at that restaurant for this one meal. The one meal is probably $20 or whatever, but it lasts you for 3 days. And some meals could be less than $20, and they could last you for 2 to 3 days. So you could cut back on a lot of costs by cooking at home. Most definitely. I promise you, I know I eat at home a lot. I even prep food for whenever I'm on the road, and it saves me a ton of money. All right. Number three, delayed gratification, which goes into number one. Like I was saying earlier, you gotta fall in love with staying down for the come up. I know it sounds cliche, but it means a lot and it is very effective. You want to fall in love with the delayed gratification and fall in love with the process more so than the finish line. Understand, it is a marathon. It's not a race. You're going to get there when you get there, but delayed gratification. Understand it's going to take some time. So fall in love with the process, man. Fall in love with the process. Don't worry about right now. Worry about within the next 2 years, 3 years. Because when that 3 years hit, I would rather you be like, man, I'm glad I did this, rather than 3 years down the road and you looking back in hindsight thinking, man, I wish I would have started on this or at least did something. All right. Number 4, sit back, think, calculate before you make a purchase and see if you can handle it. And if it's too much, put it back. You're not obligated to buy anything. You're not obligated to purchase anything that you don't want. I know sometimes you feel the peer pressure, especially when you get to a register. I've been there before. I would get to a register. Maybe I didn't know the price of something. And once I get to the register, I would hear it and they'll be like, oh, so-and-so. And at that time, you just like, forget it. And you pay for it. But later in the day, you'll be thinking about it, pondering on it, thinking, why did you do that? I've been there before. We all make mistakes. Nobody is perfect. Nobody. But let's make sure we are accountable for the things that we do. After you make a purchase, it's already said and done. There's no way you could get it back unless you return it. If you have made a purchase and you don't want it, make sure you don't wear it. Make sure you don't use it. Return it, if possible, and get your money back. But if it is not possible and that statement is already on your credit card, please pay that bill off within a month. I'm going to repeat. Please pay that bill off within a month. You don't want the interest to build to the point to where it starts to get out of hand because of the interest. These credit cards, the interest is so high that $25, some of these credit cards have 25% interest APR. $25 was 20. I'm gonna just say 20 because I'm not that good at math, but 20, you will have to pay $5 extra. So that rolls over to the next month. After 4 months, you will have to pay over $40 because the $25 is going to have a 25% APR as well. So now you have to pay over $40, and I'm just talking minimum numbers. I'm not even talking the big numbers that a lot of people have. These things add up, and it will not stop. And paying a minimum is not going to go against the principle very much unless it's a small amount. If it's a larger amount, it will take longer and longer to pay off as long as those APRs and percentages is hidden in that statement. All right. And for the last one for today, I will say pay off your debt. You will make the money back. Once again, remember delayed gratification. I know that it feels good seeing your account over $2,000. We all been there. Listen, you human, I'm human. When we see that account over a certain amount, sometimes you don't want to see it go below it because you feel like you've reached a milestone and you feel like you will be taking a step back if you pay off something. But no, listen, delayed gratification. You've seen that milestone, so you know you could get there once. You know you could get there again. Pay that bill off if possible. Leave yourself enough breathing room until you get paid next, though. For example, this previous year, I paid off my car, I paid off my student loans, I paid off all my credit cards, which I already pay them off before the month is over. So that's kind of irrelevant to the point. But the point is, I paid off everything. Do you know I paid off my car within, I'm gonna say 4 months, once I figured out that I had under 10,000 left. Once I seen I had under 10,000 left, I started aggressively paying it till I paid it off in 4 months. I was putting up $2,000 months, $3,000 another month. Like, I was really putting damn near all my money in there. But you know what I would do? I would make it to where, all right, I'm gonna keep paying, but I'm gonna leave myself at least $1,000 in here, at least $1,500, just in case anything goes wrong. Now my bank account done went from 10,000 above 10,000 to 1,500 after I finished paying my car off. It don't feel good, but guess what? I got right back up to that 10,000 in no time. The money is gonna come back. Just get these people off your back, and that will increase your credit as well. All of these things will increase your credit. All right. Another thing is the usage of your credit card. Remember that the more you use it, the more percentage it will be of you using your credit card, and that will lower your score. Try to use it anywhere below 10%. Preferably under 5% if you can. But if you can't, under 10%, and still pay it off before the month is over. Another thing that accounts into your credit score is how many accounts you have. Whether they are old or new, all of them still count, no matter if they're closed or open. It still counts as an account that you have had or have. Another thing that counts for your credit score is, once again, like I said earlier, the percentage of payments on time that you have. If you pay your stuff 100% on time, that will boost up your credit score. And another thing I would say before I get out of here is you just being patient. Understand that this takes time. Don't fall into the trap of you dealing with these scammers saying, oh, pay me this and I'll fix your credit. Pay me this and I'll fix your credit. And a lot of times they start doing tips and tricks, and you don't want to be doing too much playing with the government, because, man, look, they're going to come back and get their money. And I don't want nobody to come playing with y'all, and if anything go wrong, all the onus falls on you and not them. Try to stay out of those type of situations, man. I'm telling you. Because when the government comes, you can't be like, oh, he told me to do that. She said do that. It don't matter. You did it. It's on you. You gonna have to pay that back. Try to stay out of that trap hole. So yeah, like I said, these are just a few tips that I have for you all on how to get to a 800 credit score. If you want more,